In this illustration, it is given figure shows two rigid vessels A and B, each of the volume 200 cc centimeter cube, containing an ideal gas whose CV value is 12.5 joule per mole per Kelvin. That means these are rigid vessels. That means the volume cannot be changed. The vessels are connected to a manometer tube. This is manometer tube, and this containing mercury. This is mercury. The pressure in both vessels is 75 centimeter of the mercury and temperature is 300 Kelvin. You can observe here the level of the mercury in the both sides of the manometer is equal. That means pressure is equal, and this is equal to 75 centimeter of the mercury and temperature is also same. We are asked to find the number of the moles of the gas in each vessel. In second part of the question, it is given 5 joule of the heat is supplied to the gas in the vessel A. In this vessel 5 joule is supplied, and in this vessel 10 joule is supplied. Okay, assuming no appreciable transfer of the heat from A to B, there is no transfer of the heat from A to B or B to A. Calculate the difference of the height of the mercury in the two sides of the manometer. Now what will happen if we supply heat here and here? The temperature will be different and the pressure will also change. That means the height of the mercury in the both sides of the manometer limb will be different, and we are given the gas constant equal to 8.3 joule per mole per Kelvin. Okay, so let us first analyze the first part of the question, number of the moles of the gas in each vessel, because both are having the same temperature, same volume and same type of the gas. That means the number of the moles should also be same. So let us make the diagram here, and here we are given the volume 200 centimeter cube. That means 200 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter cube. We are given CV equal to 12.5. This value is temperature is 300 and pressure equal to 75 centimeter. So let us write these values. Okay, and we know this should be placed with the meter cube. So 200 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter cube, and this pressure is given in the centimeter. So we need to convert into pascals. So we should use the formula H rho G. H equal to 0.75 meter, rho is 13.6 into 10 to the power 3, and G value we use generally 10, right? So let us use the ideal gas equation for finding the number of the moles in each vessels, because both vessels are identical in the term of the gas and size. So we can use N equal to PV divided by RT. P equal to 0.75 multiplied by 13.6 into 10 to the power 3 multiplied by 10, and volume, as we discussed, this value should be in meter cube. So we have multiplied with 10 to the power minus 6, and temperature is 300 and it is given already in Kelvin, and R value is 8.3. If we calculate this, this is equal to 0.008. So these are the number of the moles in this vessel as well as this vessel. Now let us move to second part of the question. This part, 5 joule of the heat is supplied to the gas in this vessel, and here 10 joule, and there is no appreciable transfer of the heat from A to B, right? So let us analyze the situation. First, consider vessel A. This is a rigid vessel. That means the volume of this vessel is not going to be changed. That is delta V equal to 0. If delta V equal to 0, that means there is no burden by the gas or on the gas. We have the first law of thermodynamics as Q equal to W plus delta U, and this value is equal to 0. That means Q equal to delta U we will use. So we can write Q equal to delta U. Okay, and here we are given this vessel A is supplied heat 5, and number of the moles we have calculated. This is 0.008, and value of R we need to use 8.3, and value of CV is 12.5 joule per mole per Kelvin. So here we can write 5 equal to n CV delta T. N we know, CV we know, we can find the value of delta T. So let us substitute this value. From this we can find the value of delta T equal to 50 Kelvin, right? That means temperature of this will increase. Initial temperature was 300 and delta T equal to 50. That means final temperature is 350. And volume is not changing. That means isochoric process, and in isochoric process P divided by T equal to constant. That means we can write P divided by T equal to PA divided by TA, right? PA is the final pressure of the vessel A. Now we can substitute. This is 75. This we need to calculate. This is 300. This is 350. Here we need not to change this pressure into pascals, because we can, if we substitute the value in centimeter, we will get this value also in centimeter. So let us substitute the numerical values, and after calculation this is PA equal to 87.5 centimeter of mercury. Okay. Now let us move to vessel B, and vessel B also rigid container. That means delta V equal to 0. If delta V equal to 0, Q equal to delta U, because W equal to 0 in the first law of thermodynamics, and here we have supplied 10 joule. So we can write 10 equal to NCV delta T, and we have calculated that is equal to 0.008, and this is 12.5 CV. So let us substitute the value, right? From this we will get the value of delta T equal to 100 Kelvin. Temperature will increase. Initial temperature was 300. That means final temperature should be equal to 400. Now we can again apply the isochoric condition, that is P divided by T equal to constant. So here we can write P divided by T equal to PB divided by TB. Now we can substitute. This is equal to, we know, 75. This is equal to 300. This we need to calculate. This is equal to 300 plus 100 equal to 400. Now PB is equal to, from this relation, 100 centimeter of the mercury. Now for calculating the difference of the height in the manometer liquid, that is mercury, we need to difference the pressure 87.5 and this is 100. So we can write PB minus PA equal to the difference of these two, 100 minus 87.5, and this is equal to 12.5 centimeter. That means the difference of the level of the mercury in the manometer limbs will be equal to 12.5 centimeter.